This year marks the 150th anniversary of the Great Chicago Fire. It's something we've all heard about, but what do we really know about the fire itself? The Chicago History Museum has a brand new exhibit that explores the origins and outcomes of the event that changed Chicago forever. The fire started the evening of October 8, 1871. It burned for about 36 hours, destroying 3.5 square miles, more than 17,000 structures, leaving 100,000 people homeless and about 300 people dead. That's what we know.
What we don't know is exactly how the fire started.
Julius L. Jones is the lead curator for the City on Fire exhibit at the Chicago History Museum. It's a project he's been working on for 2.5 years.
We really wanted to create an exhibition that would bring this story to a new generation of Chicagoans, people who maybe have heard bits and pieces of the fire story. We really thought this was an opportunity to tell them the full picture of what happened. The fire should have probably been put out fairly quickly. What ends up happening is that a combination of the weather and errors made by the fire department due to their fatigue of having fought fires on a nightly basis for several months, that had worn down the firefighters and their equipment.
As the fire grew, it spread from what is now the South Loop north through downtown and up to Lincoln Park, destroying many structures, including the Chicago Historical Society, the predecessor to the Chicago History Museum.
These are sort of objects that were fused together.
Many of the artifacts on display were collected by the Historical Society after the fact to commemorate the tragedy. The exhibit takes you on a historical journey to get a sense of what life in Chicago was like before the fire and how Chicagoans rebuilt after.
The city literally pushes the rubble into Lake Michigan and to give it some more land so it can continue to grow. So in many ways, the fire really sets the stage for Chicago to grow into the city we know today.
The exhibit also squashes the long-held belief that Mrs. O'Leary's cow kicked over a lantern, starting the fire in the family barn.
No, Mrs. O'Leary's cow did not cause the fire. We know that Mrs. O'Leary was in bed when the fire started.
That story, Jones said, was actually made up by a newspaper man. But like the fire, it has been hard to put down.
Mrs. O'Leary, in a lot of ways, is a stand-in for a class of people, Irish Catholic immigrants, who at the time were blamed for a whole host of Chicago's problems. They were blamed for crime and vice and a lack of cleanliness and a lack of safety.
The city exonerated Mrs. O'Leary a year after the fire, but the mark remains against the family.
I think the most important lesson that the fire talks to us is lessons of perseverance, resilience, how to sort of overcome difficult and traumatic experiences.
So yeah, that exhibit is now open. There are more than 100 artifacts on display, and there are interactive elements as well as personal stories from survivors of the fire. And an interesting fact that the fire department academy, where they train, now sits on where Mrs. O'Leary's barn was.
Really?
On DeKoven. So that's exactly where the fire, it started there. The cow didn't cause it. They don't really know what caused it, but that's where it started.
That is so cool.
Yeah.